Guys, I kicked Victoria out of the garage. I need to get some cars back into my shop. But I'm just dominating the garage right now. And Jaren's car is still in here. Jaren's actually back, by the way. She might be on this video. She's visiting back from college. She wanted to come home for a sec. But look how beautiful this Evo is. Look how beautiful these cars are. Oh my God. I can literally hear Drew rocking out in the shop right now. Ironically, this video is sponsored by Kove, and we'll get to that in a little bit. This gimbal is going to give me a stroke. Hello, guys, and welcome. This seems like it's like a Bob Ross painting video or something right now. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Before we get going, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. Those are my favorite things you guys have been doing lately. A lot of stuff going on in the shop today. I've made a mess. I need to clean the shop. It's really bad, but I'm going to be taking the engine out. I'm taking the 7M out of the Mark III Supra, and I'm gonna try and get some mock-ups of a JZ, or at least I need to see what engine mounts I can use. That'd be really nice if I could use the Mark III Supras on a JZ block. It wouldn't surprise me if they were smart enough to do that crisscross. Let me give you guys a little update on what's going on here. Drew, what is popping over here?
Yeah, so I'm just getting some details finalized on the engine bay. So we've got water lines all good to go, oil lines good to go. So we are very close to getting this start ready.
Let's go. Drew actually had to, well, I'll explain this whenever there's a spider. Oh, it was a spider. Drew actually had to take this entire exhaust manifold off and had to weld. He had to weld and make a custom drain line. The CX Racing stuff that they give you, like this kit's not, I'm just gonna say it because I have no affiliation with CX. This kit is not all-inclusive, I should say. There's a lot of stuff that we've had to do that the kit in no possible way could have worked. So Drew's been pounding this thing away. This thing is almost, well, it's about ready to start, but then I'll have him do like all of the intercooler stuff. So the next video you guys get on this, it's gonna be the intercooler video, and the car's gonna run, hopefully move on under its own weight, but it'll be running, everything will be done. Moving on, we've got to get the 7M out of the Supra. I don't think it's gonna be tough. It's big. JZ, these are probably cast iron blocks, just like Toyota love to use, so they're gonna be nice, thick, and overweight, just like we like them. But nonetheless, we like them. I love this intake, dude. They really duct taped it, and they thought that was the move. They got that. I'll have to get some of the plenum off, but I'm really gonna try and keep this as minimal as possible. Just rip it out. Yeah, this is gonna be, there's a lot of room in here, which is also a bad thing because there could be things living in here, but let's go ahead and go. This video is sponsored by Kove. I'll tell you a little about it now before we keep going. So a lot of you guys know that I have been partnered with Kove for a long time, and I've used their speakers for years now. Cool thing is, these now actually come in multiple colors, so they've changed a little bit, but these are one of my favorite things to use around the shop. Ironically, Drew was jamming out with his earlier. They're cool because they have, well, for one, they're unique, they split apart. They have a subwoofer on each side. They get pretty loud. And they split in half. Kinda cool, because it makes this 360 effect. It's simple, you just connect your Bluetooth, you let it blast. It's good for stuff like garages, could even be stuff like your office or your dorm room or whatever. Even if you just want to sit and listen to podcasts. The subwoofer and the drivers are really good, they're directional and they sound great. And the subwoofers are also really nice. Usually you can run it over a day on a single charge. I actually haven't charged this one in a pretty long time. It's probably due for one, but it lasts a really long time. It's arguably the best bang for your buck for a portable speaker on the market, especially since it splits, you've got the two subwoofers, and really good sound. It's got a 30-foot range, built-in microphone, and is water resistant. This is subject to change after September, but if you use my code, you can save up to 67% off on your Kove Split. The Kove Split is an amazing thing that I've had in my garage for a long time, and every one of you that's gotten one has thanked me and has said that you love it. So thank you guys for supporting the ones that support me. Use my code, or you can just go to the link that I've got for you, the clickable link that I've got for you in the description. So thank you, Kove, for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check them out, give them some love. And now on to, I've got to charge it. Now on to the video. Oh, she pissing. I'm actually I'm actually shocked that there was coolant in here. There was a little bit of oil. And look at this, dude. Literally a brand new, yeah, dude, the motor was knocking because you needed a new intake filter, bro. Just a little bit of piss. Just a little bit of piss. I wasn't able to catch it in time because my hands were so nasty, but oil and coolant came out of where the engine was. So I'm gonna guess that also means that this had the notorious head gasket failure that these are so good at doing. Again, guys, I just want to clarify that, like, it's just any sign of damage. If this car ran perfectly, I would have boosted it and just had fun with it for a little bit, but there's really no use. There's no point. If there's any signs of damage, since there was, I'm just not gonna touch the 7M. If it was a GTE, it'd be a different story, but just no use. So we're just taking it out, guys. It just doesn't matter anymore. I've got the fluids drained out. Now I just gotta start basically disconnecting things and getting it out. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna toss the radiator. I might keep it, I don't know, but I'm gonna get the radiator out. I'm gonna get everything out so that we can clean it, for one, and two, hello, what was it? I don't know what I was gonna say. So this is why I prefer to boost GEs. It's so simple. So all I had to do is remove all that exhaust stuff over here. You don't have to remove the plenum. Usually you'll do like my Supra does and you'll go down and back up. But look, it's just, your exhaust is right there. You just take that off, put a turbo manifold on, drill a hole in the upper sump to make a drain for the turbo, and that's it. And then you just gotta make intercooler piping. It's literally so easy to boost a Toyota GE. But unfortunately, we're not doing that. I'm gonna probably take this off. I think this car might have been boosted at one point in time. Got broken studs, and every single one of these, well, it's not finger tight, but every one of these bolts is loose. So maybe that's why it blew up. They used an extension for a coolant block off. What a unit.
They must have had money.
Yeah. Let me see those nice wires you got over there, Drew.
These crystal ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's been into several times.
Oh my God, look at this.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
That's a nightmare. That is literally, I have nightmares that look exactly like that. Guys, this fuel, I don't think you can see it. I'm draining it out right now. It's white. Walter White, that kind of white. It's as old, and it stinks. I've actually never smelled fuel this bad. I guess that just means it's really old. Draining this out, we're getting close. I think this is actually the last thing I need to do, but now I just gotta wait for a lot of it to drain out.
A few moments later.
Had a big brain moment, and I ended up just looping the fuel lines so that I didn't have to wait for 2 hours for it to drain. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what happens as I lower this down. It should catch on, and I'm gonna have to start wiggling it. I'm gonna have to just start pulling it out a little bit. Yeah, I see okay. Engine mounts are out. I think the only thing connected now is the transmission. So hopefully I don't have to go back up there, and I might need, uh-oh. I just saw a spider move. That's great.
2 hours later.
Note to self, for anybody out there, 7MGE's bell housings are ass to remove. I actually just cleaned myself up a little bit. There's one bolt behind I guess the EGR. I just gave up a little bit and let Drew mess with it, but it's so inaccessible, and even if you drop the trans down, you still can't get to it, which is super odd because that's usually always the way you go about it. It's bad. Really want to do it the easy way, probably take off the intake manifold, but we're going to use that to hoist the engine out. So we're really close. This is taking a lot longer than.
I'd rather do a 4th gen Camaro clutch than this.
I don't know what that means, but I bet that's not the most fun thing in the world. I'm going to take your word for it. Sheesh. Then we just got to wiggle her. All right, so now we can just take, ooh, she coming out. She coming out.
No, there's nothing in that.
No?
No.
I'm standing back. Get a hazmat suit. Ah, I accidentally did this one time on my Civic. I was unbolting stuff from the firewall because I was like trying to clean up the firewall. I was like, oh, this is gonna look cool. I undid the freaking, I undid it with the 10 mil, and it just goes like an explosion. Scariest part of my life. so far.
I like how you include so far.
Cars have limitless possibilities.
That is an accurate fact.
Let's get this thing out of here and to a junkyard where it belongs. What a beauty. What a beauty, boys. Never seen something as beautiful as this 7M right here. Woo! It's not actually beautiful. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, wow. There we go, guys. Look at this beautiful 3-liter goodness of broken hopes and
Twin cam Fury.
Please don't say it says Fury on there. Okay, no, it doesn't. Oh my God. This is what broken hopes and dreams look like, boys and girls. This is could get sketchy right here. Wow, such a disgusting engine bay. Before we even mock this up, well, I have to replace the bell housing. The tran's gotta come out, but we've got to clean this engine bay out. This is nasty, this is disgusting. Okay, and we just confirmed that these mounts don't translate to the JZ, or to the 2JZ, even though I kind of figured they might, but they're too wide. But you said there's a company out there that has them. Okay, cool. So we have mounts, so I would say next video, I'll have those ordered. I'm gonna clean up the engine bay a little bit and see if we can't fit the, I have a GTE block and it'll fit the same way, but I'll use the GTE block. If any of you guys out there might have a rear sump or mid sump, whatever you call it, from a Supra, this definitely won't work because it's in the same type of oil pan. I don't want to use whatever this thing has. Like, these are incredibly simple, like overly simple, super basic, but also they don't have like this aluminum sump like the others do. So I will have to get that rear sump conversion. I need probably 2 of them. I'm gonna just go out on a limb here. If anybody wants it, you guys can find Drew and DM him. But I think I'm just gonna throw this thing away. But if anybody wants it, I would just give it to you for next to nothing. Oh, well, actually, let me show you guys this. Oh, look. Look at the freaking suspension, guys. Look at this. That's what happens when you take the engine out of your Supra with stock, with no motor, or stock. God dang, I'm so tired right now. Hello, stock suspension with no engine. You go straight rally mode. As for this, I'm looking to get some engine dress up. I'm actually going to take, I don't know, I might save this, but I've got an exhaust manifold ordered and I'll probably get a turbo and stuff mocked up for here. I need to order an intake manifold. We're gonna make this thing look really beautiful before we put it in, and I'll have a video for you guys. The last time I actually did that to my 2JZ over there, it was a great video and you guys really liked it, so we're gonna make this thing look nice. I'm actually probably going to use GTE valve covers and actually probably the GTE coil cover as well. And then over here, I'd like to get some like actual billet. We're gonna make this one really nice because this one's gonna be in the Supra. Like I said last video, we're gonna end up building this one, rods, pistons, everything like that. Maybe some springs, retainers. It'd be nice to find somebody that could help us out and get us a good deal on that. But if not, we'll make it happen either way. Talking a lot, but also Ethan finally got to tuning my Mark IV. A lot of you guys have been asking about my Mark IV lately. It's been at Ethan's for a while. We actually did a turbo swap on it. We're running my comp because I didn't want to run the eBay turbo anymore. We thought it was bad, but it actually ended up being something else. Hey, did you get the ECU in? Is the car like technically
Pretty close.
it could?
I've got a couple things to finish up on the interior, but we should be powering it up tomorrow and testing out the ECU.
Hell yeah. And then we've got to, unfortunately with how little room we have, this didn't quite work. I'll give you guys more updates as we go on. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We are the best now. Like I said, I'm not gonna make a video about this car again until it actually runs. We're not going on false hopes and dreams here. You're gonna get some real content. I really wanted to get a JZ in this car for the video, but I just need to order the sump kit. I'm probably just gonna bite the bullet and just buy the sump kit, people, because there's a whole kit, because you have to get the pickup, you have to get the upper and lower pan, all that kind of stuff, and I just need the mounts as well. So I don't like 7Ms, but I really like this Mark III, and I think it's I don't know, it's one of the cars I'm like really excited about, which is odd. I've built so many cars, it's like weird. You guys, I don't know, you guys probably don't understand, but like you build so much and you do so much with cars, it's like it's hard to stay stoked about something, and this is gonna be really cool. I'm lying, I got a lot of cool stuff. By the way, last announcement I'll be at the Tuned Originals. I should be at the Tuned Originals meet this Saturday in Dallas. I'm keeping that low key. I I haven't been to a meet in forever. Literally. It's so long, but I want you guys to know that. I'm probably gonna bring either the Evo or the Subaru. Jaren might bring, Jaren's here. She wasn't in the video, but she's here right now. She might bring her Miata too, so you can come hang out with us. My daily advice for you guys is to get a pen and paper, okay? I challenge you guys to do this. This is something that I like to remind you guys every few months. I don't like to be too repetitive about it, but it's really important. I want you guys to get a pen and paper. I want you guys to write down 5 things that you're thankful for. And for at least, let's say 5 days, this rest of this week, look at those things. Every time you wake up in the morning, or every time you're upset about something, or every time you think life's not going your way, I want you to look at those things. It can be something as simple as the fact that you have good health today, you ate today, because a lot of people around the world, they don't have the chance to have a meal. The fact that you might have a car, or even that you have a bicycle, or the fact that you can walk. You're not bedridden. I mean, it's really easy. The fact that you can breathe and see and hear. Some of you, obviously, some people can't, but it's some really simple things. 5 things is not a lot. It could be anything. Try to not make them material, but if it is material, then it's at least something you can be grateful for. Be grateful for your life today. You will live a better life if you focus on the good things rather than the bad and the things that you don't have. That's my advice for you guys today. You guys have an amazing day. We're right back at it tomorrow. Peace. Hey, I got 2 videos. My face is so close to the camera right now. Have an amazing day. Make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on and watch those 2 videos in front of your face. Yeah.